Hello Quintessentials, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Posey, if you don't already know. Today we're continuing with our series on digital writing. I'll be talking about long form writing in this episode. So if you want to know how to optimize your content for digital purposes, specifically on your website, mobile, or blogs, then this is another video that is going to help you to really strengthen your content in that regard. So please do stay tuned as I share some insights with you on how to create content that is going to help you reach the right audience and keep that audience. To start this conversation, I want to start off with blogs. So blogs are a great way to build an online community and to engage with existing stakeholders. So whether it's your investors, your media personnel, employees, etc. Blogs are a great way to share content in an informal manner and communicate key messages in real time. When you are thinking of compiling content for your blog, make sure to write it as though you're writing an editorial or a news feature. So the important facts first, lead with the news, then get into the details, and then at the end, that should be the less important information at the bottom. When you are writing your long form copy, think about your audience of one, think about the persona that you want to take on, and write it as though you are writing a news feature. So your title is key. It has to entice your audience to read more and also have the essential keywords that are required so that people, when they search specific things, they are able to find it. It has to be enticing enough that they want to read further. Optimizing on your keywords to make sure that your content is searchable is very, very key. Make sure that it is conversational, but start with the key facts first and then lead in with the details and then the least important facts at the bottom. So long form copy is a great way to build an online community and to really promote your products and your services at a very minimal cost. Next on the list of long form copy is website copy. So when you are thinking of writing your website copy, first and foremost, you have to have a well-organized website that anybody can be able to read, whether it's on a desktop or mobile. And it's very important that your mobile copy is just as enticing and is readable, because obviously when you're reading on a mobile, the words are minimized and they're smaller. So you need to make sure that the layout of the content is such that it is readable, it is enticing. When you are writing your content, stick to one topic per paragraph and you're not overwhelming your reader with too much information. Ensure that the information flows, as I mentioned before, important details first and then less information at the end. If you can use bullet forms, then use that, or tables or infographics or any kind of diagrams to break up the text. People are prone to read more of your content if the design layout is organized and it's much more friendlier to the eye. So images, graphics, infographics tables are always helpful when it comes to creating long form copy that is going to get more engagement. Cut out any fluff within your content. People want the nitty-gritty, get to the point and get to the point early so that you don't lose your reader by using overly flowery language or putting information that has no need to be in that specific context. Through the editing process, you do the necessary quality control checks to make sure that your information is relevant, it's reliable, it's credible, it's well researched, and you're giving people what they want and removing anything that may be deemed as useless. Still on the note of cutting out fluff, remove any redundancies. When I say redundancies, I mean the spelling, the grammar. Remove anything that is going to put your content or your copy, the credibility of your content in question. If you need to get an external editor to review your content, then do so. Get a second or third eye to look through your work, because sometimes as a writer you are unable to edit yourself. I mean, that's the general rule. So if you are able to get somebody else to give it another look, even if it's someone that's not in the digital team, but just get somebody else to read and vet your content before you upload and you post, because if I'm reading something with bad spelling or grammar, then I have to question the credibility of the organization. So don't sleep on those quality checks. Those are critical to your credibility. Next on the list of long form writing is mobile copy. The sun is leaving me, so I need to finish. When you are writing for mobile, the first thing to consider is that there is limited space, so get to the point quickly. Make sure that you are serving your potential audience with the relevant information from the get-go. Put the important bits up front. This includes all important information that or any action that you require from your reading or your targeted audience. So if you want them to click through, to subscribe, to fill in a form, let that be the first thing that comes up and pops up at the front, so that they know that that's the required action that is needed. Condense information into its simplest form so that it's easily digestible and it's easy on the eye. Similar to my previous point, use subheadings, use headings, use titles that have keywords that are catchy, and make sure that they are relevant and they serve a purpose. And then my last point with regards to creating long form copy for your different digital platforms is, of course, you want to measure the success. So measuring the success of your copy can take different forms. Perhaps your goals were to get more subscribers, then that is going to be your matrix. Have you increased in subscribers? If it's sales, have you increased in the number of sales? If it's shares and likes, what are the vanity metrics looking like? But it doesn't always have to be about those type of conversions. It can also mean the impressions, the number of people reached, the amount of time that people are spending on your website, on your blog, reading your content. Are they sharing? What is the bounce rate? Success means different things based on the goals that you have set in this process. Whether it's monthly or quarterly, make sure that you are measuring your successes so that you can see what it is that needs to be improved and where you want to focus more and what are some of your strengths as well. I hope this content has been helpful in terms of assisting you when you are thinking about creating your content. Again, you need to make sure that you are creating value for your audience of one. You need to make sure that you are giving your audience information that is relevant to them. I'm losing so much light, but I am wrapping up. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this content has been helpful. Please do share, like, subscribe, and hit the notification button for any new content uploads. Thank you so much, Quintessentials. Have a good evening. Bye.